Okay, so I'm going to show you the tool technique, which is pretty darn cool to keep your fine grade merinos in order. So this is a piece of tulle. It's the stiffer one. Don't get the really soft ones because it doesn't hold its shape. So when I make a tulle envelope, I usually make them about this wide, and you can layer these. Just make sure you have plenty of water. That is the key, is to have a lot of water. If you want, because the tips are a little bit on the dirty side, you could flick the tips first if you want. You can pre-wash them if you want. Remember, you're just going to go from this way, one direction only. And then you can set them in your tulle, or you can put them like this and then try to like do the tips in the tulle, right? Okay, so I just have a small little piece because I'm just going to show a little sample. Now, when I'm pulling the locks, I'm going to try to find the top, and I hold it like this and then pull it out. Then I get a nice little lock. Okay, and I kind of open it up just a little bit. Now, this tulle is going to be folded like this. Then at the bottom I'm going to fold it over, but I'm going to put the tips near the fold end so I don't have too many layers, so I could kind of clean the tips if I needed to. Okay, here's another lock. It's kind of already out, so that's going to go in there. And then let's try to pull another one. So here's the tip. Hold the base of it, and then you're just going to gently pull it out. Whoops, I'm getting all stuck. Okay, I'm going to put that there, and there's another little tip. I'm going to put it there. Now, this does take a little bit of time. Now, there's some second cuts. Do you see those second cuts? You're going to pull that stuff out. But if you're going to comb it, it's not that big of a deal because your combs are going to take it out. But remember, this is a fine grade merino. You're not going, well, I'm going to say not, but if you don't want neps, I would not suggest putting this through the carder. Because it's so difficult, if impossible, to not get neps. I have a Brother super card with the 3 drums, and I have put through fine merino. I still cannot not get neps. So if you can not get neps, you show me your secret, or not show me your secret, and how that's done. Okay, so I have everything put in my little tulle, and I'm going to fold it over. Now I leave a little edge, a little bit of space on the edge. Okay, and then where's my clips? Oh, and I'm using these little cool things. These are quilt clips. So those of you that quilt, you'll know what I'm talking about. They're to hold fabric together. Whoops. Which is, these are pretty nifty because I was sewing this, and it was just a pain in the butt. And then, what else did I do? I did something else. So I'm going to fold it over twice, and I'm going to put a clip on, and then put a clip on. This way is really, really nice because if you're going to comb, which I hope you comb your fine wools, they're just so pretty combed. And combs are a lot cheaper than a carder if you don't have a carder. You can even comb the locks and spin right from the lock, which is also very cool. All right, and we'll put another one in here. Okay, so there's your little packet. Now, if I put this in the water, you can actually try to clean the tips right through the tools. There's so many different ways. And if the tips are a little yellow, don't worry, because when you comb them, the color will kind of disappear. All right, here's some locks that were taken out of the tulle. And I mean, you see how beautiful that is, and just ready to comb, right? These are the tips. This is the cut side. You just put them on, and if you're a true worsted kind of person, these are perfect. If not, who cares? Who cares? But when you spin from the lock, I would suggest you comb the bottom end. I would suggest you flick it, because I have a video called Where the Neps Hide. That's where they hide, is in the cut end. They kind of get buried in there, and that will save you a little bit of trouble. But you could spin over the fold. You can spin it kind of like a woolen, or you can spin it this way for a worsted. There's just so many different fun ways you can do it. This is so soft. Oh my gosh. So again, make sure you use the right wools for the right grade fiber. Well, that's how you do the tulle envelope technique.